Hello. Reading more Devil on the G-string. 5th period math class. As the end of class drew near, everyone began to grow excited. After all, Mr. Passion for Education math teacher had yesterday's test graded and ready to hand back. Cannon let out a bright cheer as if the volleyball event had never happened.
Azai-kun, どうだった?
Not so bad. I got an 80.
自分100点でした。
Look at you. Despite the fact that no one had asked her, Usami started yapping.
うわ、すごい。
Way to go.
転入初日の試験だったのに。
Were your other school's classes further along? Her cheeks were red for some reason. What's wrong? Why are you quiet all of a sudden?
ここでまぐれだとか言うと、ちょっとかっこいいんじゃないかと思ってます。
She's as bizarre as ever.
あ、先生!
Eiichi suddenly raised his hand beside me.
先生、ここ合ってますよ。
He donned the cute mask once more and pattered over to the teacher.
なんだ、相沢。
ここ合ってるのに圧つけられてるんですよ。
お、すまんすまん。確かに合ってるな。
これでギリギリ赤点脱出ですよ。
もっと勉強しろ。
Eiichi stuck his tongue out, and the teacher lightly hit him on the head. Unsuspecting girls scattered about the classroom glanced in his direction and giggled at how cute he was. The math teacher finished up and left the room.
エイちゃん、ズルしたんじゃないだろうな。してないよ、もう。本当かな。1を4に書き直したり、3を8に書き直したりしてないかな。カノンちゃん、いい加減僕を信じてよ。
Hey, Eiichi, let me see that. On the test, there were 5 places where an X had been replaced with a circle. And of those 5 places, not a one had an easily changed answer, as Kanon had suggested.
アザイさん、鍵が見つかったそうですよ。
Don't start pulling conversations out of the aether.
というわけで自分、職員室に聞き込みに行ってきます。
And what's so natural about that? Usami disappeared from the classroom at blinding speed, like a cheetah.
京介。
What? Eiichi whispered to me.
大丈夫なんだろうな。
Don't panic.
でもよ、あの宇佐美って女は俺たちを疑ってるんだぜ。
As long as you don't start gabbing again, there will be no problems.
バレたら定額だよな。
Eiichi, if this was Clue, I'd be waiting for you in the study with the candlestick.
口封じかよ。
Darn straight. You get it now? Next time Usami asks you about it, distract her somehow. Even if you have to pretend to be insane. Just don't tell her anything.
わかった。急に腹が痛くなることにする。
That's still suspicious, but we're already suspicious enough, so it'll do. Usami, darn that woman. You want to reveal my plan? Let's just see you try. The brilliant sunset shot through the classroom. Usami's been quietly sitting in front of me for the entirety of the final class today. Not even a single hair is moved. Hey, Usami. Hey, don't ignore me.
犯行時刻が分かったんすよ。
She didn't even turn around as he suddenly made this shocking revelation. When was it?
昨日、最後まで残っていた先生に聞きました。
Miss Noriko? Usami nodded lightly.
昨日の夜8時半、バドミントン部の先生が部活で使用していた鍵を戻しに来たところまでは、体育用具室の鍵は確実に職員室にあったそうです。
I entered the faculty office at 9. So the keys were taken after 8:30 yesterday. What else is there?
今日の朝一番にバドミントン部の先生が朝練習のために体育用具室を開けようとしたそうなんです。その時には鍵はもうなかったんです。昨晩8時半にはちゃんとあったはずの鍵が朝には盗まれていた。どうしてでしょうね。
Are you sure they were stolen?
体育用具室の鍵だけがなくなっているんならともかく、マスターキーまでなくなっていたんです。昨日マスターキーを使用した先生は誰もいないそうです。ずっと職員室にあったそうです。
Of course. If the master key disappears at the same time, theft is by far the most probable cause.
犯人は間違いなく体育用具室を使えないようにしたかったのです。
That sounds just about right.
犯行時刻は昨日の夜8時半から10時までです。10時にのりこ先生が職員室に施錠をしましたから。
During this time, did anyone other than Miss Noriko enter the room?
のりこ先生の話を聞く限りでは誰もいなかったそうです。
Then could Miss Noriko have been the culprit? After those words escaped my mouth, Usami immediately got irritated.
のりこ先生に限らず教師が犯人なら犯行のチャンスはいくらでもあります。わざわざ自分しか職員室にいない時間を選んで鍵を盗む必要はありません。
That was a dead end. In the end, Miss Noriko had no motive. Stealing the key wouldn't benefit a teacher at all.
浅井さんは昨日の夜何してたんすか？
Last night? This is a trap. Usami already got this information from Miss Noriko. She probably mentioned last night to her during their little interview. If I throw out a clumsy lie, she'll break through it. Actually, I talked to Miss Noriko about Eiichi last night.
聞いてます。何時頃でしたっけ？
Just past 9 is what I want to say, but it'd be unnatural for me to know the specific time when I don't wear a watch. I don't know. 8ish?
9時過ぎだったそうですよ。
Don't ask me if you already know.
どうしてそんな時間に？のりこ先生に用があるならもうちょっと早い時間でも構わないでしょう。
I knew it. She thinks I'm suspicious.
浅井さんは放課後になるとマッハで帰ることで有名みたいじゃないですか。
It was Eiichi's private matter. I didn't want anyone besides Miss Noriko to see or hear it.
6時でも7時でもよかったじゃないですか。それぐらいの時間なら誰もクラスに残っていないでしょう。
There are no students in the class, but there would still be other teachers in the faculty office. At that, Usami grew quiet.
まあいいっす。浅井さんは友達思いらしいっすからね。
Okay, I muddle my way past that. The problem is what's next.
問題は絵的吉さんの机ですよ。
I knew she'd go there.
なんかのりこ先生への愛の歌が書かれていたはずだったとか？
Yeah, it used to be there.
でも自分エデキチさんが机に落書きしてるのを見たことないっすよ。
That's because you just transferred.
はい、そうだと思って他の人にも聞いてみましたが、やっぱり見たことないと皆さんおっしゃります。
This is never going to end. I lose. I made that up.
そうきましたか。
Say what you will. I've always wanted to play matchmaker between the two of them, so I was lying. Big deal. I just wanted to let Miss Noriko know about Eiichi's feelings.
アザイさんらしくないっすね。
Why not?
アザイさんならもっとうまくやるでしょ。落書きを実際に書いておくとか、いろいろできたはずです。
That's true. You're overestimating me. I can't believe she's going this far. Oh well, even though I made a few mistakes, they weren't deadly ones.
何にせよ自分こう思ってます。
Usami turned around.
あなたはのりこ先生を教室までおびき出したんです。その隙にエデキチさんが職員室に忍び込んで鍵を盗んだんです。
She said the nail on the head. Quite a situation you've put me in. I flashed her a casual smile. If you've got it worked out so well, then I'm sure you have some evidence, right? Usami is silent. Hey, what is it? Is the logic game over already? Then the bell that signaled the end of school rang. As if synchronized with the bell, Usami stood up suddenly.
証拠っすか。
The gaze of the entire class was on her. Usami's expression, contrary to that of the average teenage girl, bore an intimidating, dignified presence of superiority.
もちろんある。何？昨日の夜、エデキチさんが職員室にいたという証拠が。
What? Did someone see him last night? No, no matter how good she is, she couldn't have found an eyewitness during the short break. Then, just what is the evidence?
エデキチさん。僕？何も知らないよ。ちょっといいっすかね。お腹が、自分の盲腸が。
He's starting to act.
平地君、大丈夫？
But Tsubaki was the only one fooled.
何どうしたの？
Not only Kanon, but even Shiratori is watching us from afar after hearing all this racket.
痛くて僕何も喋れないよ。
Usami ignored Eiichi and started to flip through his desk. Hey, what are you?
ありました。
Usami took out a certain object. It was the math test that we just got back.
これが証拠です。
I looked closely at his answers. And then I felt a chill run down my back.
気づきましたか？
I can't believe this.
やはり浅井さんは聡明っすね。
Why didn't I notice it before?
絵的地さん、この問題本当は間違えていたんでしょ？どういうこと？
ウサミン、そこは採点ミスだったんじゃないの？
違う。
She said it decisively, without a shadow of a doubt.
これは本当に間違っていた。絵的地さんが正解に書き直したんだ。
答案を返してもらった時に答えをズルして直したっていうの？そんなことしないよ。ねえ、イチ君。してないよ。
This time, an unexpected voice popped up.
してないわ。私、見てたもの。
Shiratori turned to look at me as she spoke. Shiratori is on Eiichi's right-hand side, 3 seats away from me. Is she implying that her original intent was to watch me?
相沢くんが変な素振りを見せていないことは確かよ。
Nevertheless, Usami just shook her head.
誰もさっき書き直したとは言ってません。
え？じゃあいつ？
It's over.
昨日の夜9時過ぎ。
There's nowhere to run now.
誰もいない職員室で。
Is there any way to get out of this?
この答案をよく見てください。答えが直された箇所だけ文字が崩れていませんか？
あ、ほんとだ。小さな穴も開いてるね。でも、それが何なのかな？それでどうしてイチ君が昨日の夜に職員室にいたことになるの？
Usami nodded.
知っての通り、テストというものは必ず自分の机で答えを記入します。床や他人の机では書けません。けれど、絵的地さんの机は傷一つありません。綺麗なもんです。ならどうしてこんなに文字がぶれたり、紙が破れて穴が開いたりしているのか。おかしいと思ったんです。この答案は別の場所、別の机か床で書かれたのではないかと。どこで書かれたのか。
I remember the events of 2 days ago. Alright, I'll do it. I held the pencil and gazed at the questions. This here goes like this.
浅井なら簡単だろ？
The teacher was staring at me like a hawk, observing my every move. Don't stare at me like, ah.
なんだ？
The lead snapped. Well, just look. The desk is a little bumpy, don't you think? If one were to look closely, one would notice the many small holes on the desk, along with countless scratches.
教師の机ってのは使い込むもんなんだよ。
Oh, come on. It's just a desk. Trying to write on this thing messes up the characters. And look right there. It even made me tear a hole in the paper.
答えは職員室の数学教師の机にありました。
Ichi, that idiot. I told him clearly that he wasn't to do anything outside of the plan. It's probably going to be useless, but I should still ask. It didn't have to be last night, though, right? He could have snuck in the day before or even this morning.
あの熱血教師に聞きました。テストの採点は昨日の夜8時くらいに終わったんだそうです。 つまり絵的吉さんが自分の答案の得点を見ることができたのはその後なんです。
He didn't know that he was wrong, and he wouldn't have tried to change it.
でもH 君が職員室にいたっていうのは確かなことなのかもしれないけど、その場で鍵を盗んだとは限らないんじゃ。
そうだよ、僕はやってない。それでも僕はやってないよ。
苦しすぎると思いませんか。犯行時刻にあなた以外の誰も職員室にいなかったんすよ。鍵を盗めたのはあなたしかいないんです。
We're finished. E.T. looked at me with a helpless expression. Of course, you suspect me as well.
はい。絵的吉さんが職員室に忍び込んだ正確な時間は、のりこ先生が絵的吉さんの姿を見ていない以上、浅井さんがのりこ先生をおびき出していた時しか考えられません。
And that's exactly what happened.
京介、おい。
I didn't factor in your intelligence when I created the plan. I stand defeated. I sighed as I shook my head.
京介。
The sound of E.T.'s resentment echoed around the entire room.
ふざけんなこの野郎！おめえを信じてたのによ！
Shut up, you idiot! It's all your fault anyway. We started to fight.
お前なんか神じゃない！クズだ！
What did you call me?
兄さん、ちょっと喧嘩は。
醜い仲間割れが始まりましたね。
そんな兄さんが悪者だったなんて。先生呼んでくるね。
Tsubuki ran out and came on speechless. I'm still fighting with Eiichi.
宇佐美さん、あなたって実は賢いのね。どうしたの？赤くなってるわよ。
いや、こういう時証明終了とか言うとかっこいいんじゃないかと思ってます。
Afterwards, Eiichi and I were called to the faculty office. Oh, that's too bad.
相当にこってり絞られたな。
Tsubuki and Kanon had been waiting patiently while the teacher preached to us.
定額にならなかっただけよかったね。
It's all because I'm such a good student.
反省しなきゃダメだぞ。
Same to you. If you didn't wreck my CD, none of this would have happened.
もう兄さんは根に持つ人だな。
Quiet. Hurry up and get to the rink. Get to the rink.
はいはい、また来週ね。私も帰るね。
Okay. The two of them quickly left. Really?
あばよ。
Yeah. Eiichi left with a stormy face. Now then, tomorrow's Saturday. It's the weekend, and the bars and cabarets are buzzing. It's a busy time for the Azai Corporation. I should get home quickly and organize everything. This isn't a joke. As I spoke on the phone, I changed out of my uniform and into my casual clothes. You have a house and land in the Southern District. Miraculously, none of them are mortgaged. You can imagine my suspicion when you tell me you're as desperately in debt as you claim to be. These lowly entrepreneurs, even as their company sinks into a sea of impoverished breakdown, they still frantically cling to their personal property. Hey, I'm not playing around here. A pained voice passed through the phone. Something like, please stop for now. Something about a daughter's wedding. And an insult, something about a demon. I don't feel anything. My mouth moves mechanically. Are you saying that I'm the reason your daughter can't have a happy wedding? The other party could only groan. I was barely interested, sending out my ultimatum. After completing the long phone call, I walked into my study. I turned on my computer and checked the news and some stocks that had unpredictable movements. There's nothing particularly unusual. Shiratory Construction, which funds my school, has a very steady share price. I checked my mailbox too. Guess I'll listen to some Bach and go to sleep early today. There's an unfamiliar article of mail. It's probably an ad. I generally delete spam without reading it. But the subject piqued my interest. The devil. Devil? No, the devil. Mail from the devil. Interesting. I moved the mouse, checking the contents. Oh, come, lovely child. Oh, come thou with me, for many a game I will play there with thee. What the heck is this? There's only a line of senseless text. Oh well, it wouldn't be spam if it wasn't senseless. I closed my mailbox and did a small stretch. I removed the box CD from its wrapper. The fingers that were gripping the plastic stopped. The devil. Schubert's Der König? I mostly know the original German and the official Japanese translation of Der König called Maou. Still, I think the contents of the email are close enough to the poem to be called a translation. I was suddenly attacked by a light headache.
Maou, 知らないか?
A coincidence? If this is just spam, the timing is really perfect. I can use this as something to talk about the next time I see Usami. Oh, phone. Hello? I didn't bother to check the caller ID. Hello? There's no answer. Who is it? A very quiet voice spoke up.
Azai-kun, だよね.
Tsubaki, don't scare me like that.
びっくりしたのはこっちだよ.
Huh?
Azai-kunって全然声色が違う時があるよね.
It is. I never really noticed.
この前、Azai-kunの家に行った時もそうだったよ.
Well, it's hard to tell with your own voice.
別人みたいだよ. ちょっと怖かった.
Never mind that. How did you get my phone number? Sorry, I forgot.
まあ、ほんと忘れっぽいんだから。
Let's move on. Did something happen? I glance at the clock. It's already 2 in the morning.
今日は大変だったね。
Today?
体育用具室の鍵。
Yeah, the teacher really let us have it.
かのんちゃんのことまだ怒ってる？
No, I'm over it already. It was just playing around. I heard her reply with a sigh of relief.
そっか、よかった。心配してたんだよ。
What? You called just because of that?
かのんちゃんもね、ちょっぴり反省してるって言ってたよ。
How rare. To think that selfish airhead is actually reflecting on her actions.
きっと浅井くんだからだよ。
She giggled quietly. Is there anything else?
え？
Hmm?
いや、用事なんてないよ。
Really?
どうして？
Nothing. So, Tsubaki was only worried about me. But how can worrying about me be a benefit to her? Does she feel satisfaction from me having a favorable opinion of her? People don't act without either the possibility of gain or the fear of sanctions against inaction.
浅井くん？
Sorry, I fell asleep.
もうひどいよ。日記にメモしとこ。
If my guess is correct, her feelings for me go beyond those of simple friends. That would explain her recent desire to know more about me. However, I might be reading too much into it. I don't have any interest in women without money anyway. I need to sleep. I have to eat with Gonzou again early tomorrow morning. I get it. Thanks a lot for going to all this trouble and calling me.
浅井くんと電話できて嬉しかったよ。
It seems like she's sincerely happy.
どうしたの？眠い？
No. A person like that can't exist. Good night. Let's do something again when we have the chance. Without waiting for her to reply, I ended the call. My apartment costs a whopping 650,000 yen a month. From the 18th floor, one can enjoy a view of the entire city. Under the protection of Azai Gonzou, I managed to obtain an amount of money normally unthinkable for someone of my stature. At first, everyone whispered around that I was an insufferable little brat getting in over in my head. As of late, though, my reputation has begun to live up to my standing as the demon's child. A person like that can't exist. If a person as kind as a saint exists, why didn't they come and help me back then? At that moment, why didn't they reach out to me with aid? I picked up a photograph. It's always been hidden deeply, far from prying eyes. A crude old photograph that doesn't have a frame. It's my mother, when she was young. It was taken by me. I pressed the numbers on my cell phone while looking at the picture. I knelt in regret, waiting anxiously for the call to connect. After 10 rings. Hello, Mom? She hasn't changed, not even a bit. Yes, I'm going to work hard. Don't worry. I talked to her, one topic after another. Yeah, I got my allowance. Oh, yeah, there was 50,000 yen in there. Thanks. Yeah, I have to get some winter clothes, but don't worry about me running out of money. Girlfriend? I don't have one. Well, I do have a lot of friends. Is it snowing over there? Really? It's going to snow here too soon. Mother suddenly became quiet, as if devoting her ears to my voice. Bye. Take care. I'll call you again. After the call ended, I walked toward the small safe in the corner of the room. I keyed in the password and opened the door. Bundles and bundles of 10,000 yen bills met me. There's probably over 50 million yen in there. After tax, all the money naturally became my own wealth that I could use as I pleased. Will I ever get the chance to give this to her? Will she accept this as money I earned through my own hard work? Will I get to see her rejoice for her son's success in life? Mom. Oh. That was sad. So you can't find him?
Oh.
Gonzou always looked unpleasant in the morning. Like a carnivore moving its large body, Gonzou stood up lazily. The organization we spoke of earlier, if I'm not mistaken, they have 6 leaders, don't they?
全員捕まえた。
And?
覚醒剤の仕事はトップが完全に仕切っているらしい。
For some reason, Gonzou never uses any yakuza lingo in front of me. He uses the word company to describe what others would call our mafia, says pistol when subordinates prefer peace, and calls the men in blue cops.
幹部6人、誰もトップの人間のことは知らんという。
How strange. Their silence isn't bravery. No one can keep their mouth shut in the wake of Azai Gonzou's torture. How, then, do these senior members receive their orders?
メールが届くらしい。
Mail. Gonzou nodded slightly.
調べさせたところ、海外の転送サービスを間に幾重にもかませたフリーメールらしい。
That's very cautious. It's going to be hard to find their boss without help from the police. Just who is this guy we're hunting?
魔王と呼ばれているらしい。
Eh?
魔王だ。
Again.
心当たりがある。
Gonzou never fails to notice the slightest change in my behavior. Last night, I received a strange email from the devil on my work account.
何がどうわけがわからないんだ。
The body of the letter was composed of a single sentence. Oh, come, lovely child. Oh, come out with me. For many a game I will play there with you.
その文面、お前はどう解釈する？
Gonzou always has me explicitly interpret any information I come across. That way, I'll develop the habit of automatically engaging in critical thinking. I'm sure you've already drawn this conclusion, but this might be related to a classical piece called the Chronic. I believe the phrase I recited just now is from the poem line, which inspired it. Also, the Japanese translation of said piece just so happens to be titled Maou, the Devil.
それで
I can't deduce anything beyond that. The only thing I'm sure of is that the poem was about a father and son rushing somewhere on horseback. Then the devil suddenly appears and kidnaps the son. It should also be noted that our man, Mao, used these kids to sell drugs. That correlation makes the whole thing fishy. Just then, Gonzou laughed dryly.
親子というのは俺とお前のことか。するとお前は死ぬことになるな。
In the poem, the child died when the devil took his soul.
だがさらわれた子供はその後悪魔の娘と結ばれて魔界で暮らすという説もあったな。
Neither is a very pleasant conclusion.
いずれにせよ捕まえねばならぬな。
Indeed, those gangsters are just pawns. We must find the mastermind. I silenced myself. He looks quite pleased. It should be very humiliating to have someone step on your territory. This might even affect Gonzou's standing in the solo alliance. He should be outraged that someone has humiliated him.
Kyousuke.
Yes?
俺が世間から何と言われているか知っているな。
Yes.
言ってみろ。
A purely selfish man, a being which devours the weak in order to escape. He's its balance lust for violence. King of the beasts. As a matter of fact, when Azai Gonzou stepped up as the fourth leader of the Soniyama group, the Solo Alliance's influence expanded like a raging wildfire. He beat back the organized crime from China and Taiwan, and drove the Kansai mafias out of town.
いいか、京介。この世には2種類の生き物しかいない。人間と家畜だ。
This is not the first time he said that. Those that use money are human. Those being used by money are livestock.
魔王がガキという家畜を使って金を稼いだというのであれば、魔王は人間だ。
The predator's glare emerged in his eyes.
人間を食うのは楽しみだ。
Now seems to be whetting Gonzou's appetite. Understood. I'll try my best to find more information about this devil. I wanted to leave, but I was stopped by Gonzou.
奴は案外近くにいるぞ。
Why do you say that? His wild instinct.
メールが届いたのだ。
Yes.
魔王は少なくともお前のメールアドレスを知っている。
True. Only admins, clients, and people related to the Azai Corporation know my email address. Of course, there's still the possibility that the letter was spam that reached my inbox by coincidence. Nevertheless, I'd be willing to wager that's not the case. So it seems that Maou is a person with some relation to me.
あるいは京介こそが魔王か。
Please don't kid like that. But Gonzou never kids.
話によれば見事にうちの流通の穴をついて上質の覚醒剤を回されていたらしい。内部犯を疑うほど組の情報が漏れていたらしい。
Hey, hold on. I don't do any of the inside stuff.
だがその気になれば調べられるだろ お前がいつも使っている情報屋は裏の仕事にも手を貸している。
This is upsetting. Are you implying your own son is betraying you? I was disgusted by my own stupidity even as I spoke.
軽く1億は稼いだか。
Gonzou only trusts people on the basis of losses in games.
いいぞ京介。嘘は大きければ大きいほどいい。
His father-son relationship means nothing to me. I apologize. I felt a chill rush down my back. I'll find Maou as soon as possible. Gonzou's suspicion is enough to discipline livestock like me into following the proper path. If I don't hurry, only one fate awaits livestock with no further use to humanity. Gonzou seemed pleased at my nervous face, and he nodded deeply.
頼んだぞ、息子よ。
I'm merely a sheep that just learned its place. That's all I am to the king of beasts. I walked along the sidewalk from Gonzou's estate to my home lost in thought. Come to think of it, the only lead we have on this Maou is the email from yesterday. If we only consider Direct Azai Corporation employees and associates, the number of suspects is far from small. If we include clientele and subcontractors, the manhunt becomes a daunting prospect indeed. Finding Maou in a short amount of time would be impossible, even with a large-scale investigation. Gonzou's murderous eyes surfaced in my mind. I'll be in danger if I don't hurry. I blankly watched the bustle of a nearby shopping center. Couples and families are everywhere. Lovers holding hands, laughing, noisy kids, and their mothers trying to teach them a lesson. Everyone's out and about, enjoying the weekend. It's a meaningless spectacle, if you ask me. I noticed someone in a huge costume. It appears that some makeup store is having a sale. Must be a busy part-time job. I squinted my eyes. It's a penguin. That's nice. It's an advertising gag I've been seeing quite a lot lately. A character designed to advertise perfume and hairspray. Oh. Only this guy hasn't moved an inch. His costume's not even cute. He's just standing by the sidewalk lazily. A woman's yawn came from the suit. She's not doing her job properly. What a shameless penguin. All the nearby children suddenly crowded around her. The penguin was surrounded. The penguin was being toyed with.
やめてやめて。
出てこいよ。出てこいよ。
The children showed no mercy as they yanked on the penguin suit.
破れちゃう破れちゃう。もうちょっとだ。やめてよ。これ徹夜で作ったの。いやー。
ペンギンがなんか言ってるぜ。
やめてやめてやめて。
For him. You're telling me the penguin was...
四畳半の部屋で寂しい気持ちになりながらミシンで縫ったのに。
緊張どもが。
So sorry.
髪超長え。貴様ら
What?
絶対に許さんぞ。ガオー。
The penguin was Usami.
逃げろー。待て
The children scattered like little mice.
二度と生き返らぬよ。腹渡を食い尽くしてくれるわ。
The penguin chased after them like a demon. Ran pretty fast too, even in that costume. Anyway, just what is this? My jaw remained open as Usami and the kids vanished from my sight. By the time Usami returned an hour later, the sun had already sank to the west.
ガキどもがこっちがペンギンだと思って舐めやがって。
Hey.
かなりの一択だったのに。
A torn penguin costume lay in her arms. Hey, Usami. She finally noticed me.
浅井さんじゃないですか。
So this is your part-time job?
時給700円です。恥ずかしいところ見られちゃいましたね。
Despite what she said, she doesn't look embarrassed at all. Oh. A part-time job wearing costumes at a shopping center downtown? Did you get approval from the school?
まあ自分訳ありなんで。
No. A reason.
アルバイトしないとおそらく餓死しちゃうんすよ。
You've got no money? She's probably living on her own.
金がないわけではないんですが、今晩の夕食をおごってもらえませんかね。
What?
すいません唐突で。
Why should I treat you to dinner?
浅井さんってリッチで評判らしいじゃないですか。
The street?
椿に聞きました。ボンボンだそうですね。
The street should have mentioned that I'm also stingy as heck.
しかしあなたは私に用事がある。違いますか？
Why would you think that?
当てずっぽうですよ。
Contrary to Usami's supposed uncertainty, she spoke with a confident tone.
お金を大切にする方は大抵時間にもうるさいです。現にあなたは いつも電話をしながら昼食をとり、学園が終わればすぐに帰宅します。そんなあなたですが、私がガキンチョどもを追いかけ回している間、ずっとここで待っていた。
True, I've been here for an hour already.
ただ、見ての通り今はバイト中なんですよ。6時になったら終わりますんで。
I see. So that's why you invited me for dinner?
察しが良くて助かります。
Maybe I really did want to talk to Usami. About this Maou of hers. Oh well. You did show me up yesterday after all. I guess it wouldn't kill me to treat you to dinner.
鍵を盗んだ件ですか？あれはお遊びだったんでしょ？
Sure, it was a pretty elaborate game, but a game nonetheless. I wasn't serious.
ですよね。
Usami's nod was a little strange.
あの程度なら振り上げた拳の下ろしどころがわからないっすよ。
What are you trying to imply?
いえいえ、それでは自分バイトに戻りますね。
Usami vanished into the shop. What a bizarre woman. Still, she and I are both looking for... This could be the beginning of a bizarre relationship.
しかし、なんかレアっすね。
Bye.